You are now tuned in to the Bulldog Sports Show.
All right, good evening and welcome to the Bulldog Sports Show, hosted at Salamander's Grill. I'm your host, Kim Weems.
And I'm your comedian, Jay Ford. We're going to be doing college sports, NFL sports. I don't think we got any MMA news.
Just announcements.
Just announcements for November 21st.
And I don't think we have any hot topics. Must have been a dull week, apparently.
What?
I know.
We got a lot on. We got a lot to come during the breaks this week. We did the interviews over at Lake Nona with the quarterback.
So we have lots of fill-ins to do right now. So it's good that maybe some of our other segments are not happening because we have lots to talk about.
Check out for the break. We will be at Lake Nona. Anybody that's watching. So we got the star quarterback and coach and.
Been drinking. I'm sorry.
Dr. Pepper.
We are at a grill. I'm just saying, you know. I'm just playing.
All right. Well, go ahead.
We're gonna welcome Coach. How you doing, Coach?
I'm hanging in here. How's things going?
He's watching really intently right now football. He never takes a second off. That's it. He's in the zone
on that
right
side
now.
of where the camera is pointed, there is two huge screens with nothing but football playing right now. And Coach is just.
Why are you ratting me out?
I'm sorry, because we're all looking this way. You're like in the zone right over there. That's awesome.
He's like, oh yeah, I'm here for what's going on with the Colts.
Last minute notes because we're getting ready to cut into it. So, Coach,
all right, Coach.
How did the Jags do against the Bengals this weekend?
Well, let's talk about the Jags. Not too bad. I mean, not too shabby. They lost to the Bengals 33-23, which wasn't too bad for them. Blake Bortles.
Now you're like me. You're butchering everybody's name.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He threw for 247 yards, which wasn't bad for him. Had a couple of touchdowns, one interception. I mean, not too shabby for him. He seems to be getting better as each week goes on.
How is the defense? I'm afraid to ask.
Well, 33-23. That tells you right there how the defense is. I mean, they still haven't been able to shut teams down and be able to not let them score as many points as they've been scoring. I mean, teams are constantly scoring 30, 25, 40 points on them.
Those
want to steal some of the
high
college
numbers
coaches.
right there.
I want to get some of the college coaches and put them in some of our, like the college.
It's kind of like wife swap, but you can just do it with coaches. There we go. That would be great.
Take the Seminoles
do
coach.
that. I don't think they do that.
I don't know. The college scene seem to be doing all right. So that's what I was saying.
This ain't college.
Well, when we get there, we'll see. So what should the Jags focus and goals be for the rest of the season?
I mean, they got to focus on shutting down other teams, getting that defense together. The offense seems to be coming along pretty good. Like I say, Bortles is getting a little better, but you've got to be able to stop other teams from scoring. Else you just kind of trade off with them, and they don't have enough weapons to keep up.
All right, well, Derrick is so funny. He writes my notes assuming that I know what certain things mean here. So I'm gonna wing this. Denard Robinson, the old quarterback from Michigan, is now a wide receiver or running back for the Jags. Do you think they use him right away? Totally. That could be anything. That's alphabets. He didn't look. They're just abbreviations.
Oh, okay. I see.
They're just abbreviations.
Okay. Like alphabet. I'm like, they're called words.
That could be somebody's
This
title.
is all called alphabet, but they put them into the
Did they
word.
mean Mister? I don't know. He just assumes that. Yes,
He's
there we go.
running back.
I freaked out there for a
He
second.
did pretty good. I mean, he's an athlete. That's the first thing you have to look at with him. He's an athlete. He can run the ball. I mean, he actually had 17 rushes for 94 yards, averaging 5.5 yards a rush. That's not too shabby for a converted quarterback.
Well, I always thought a wide receiver was like, I knew guys in high school, I would call them wide receivers because they only dated big girls. So I was always like, they were just... My bad, we digress. All right.
We have digressed. Take a shot. No, it's too early to talk about. Is it too early to talk about what draft picks the Jags will have in the spring?
I still think it's a little early. You got them and you got the Bucks, and we don't know who will get the best draft picks. It's kind of tossed up in the air right now.
And how do you see the Jags doing against the Cowboys next week?
Well, actually, they may shock the Cowboys. I mean, the Cowboys, it depends on whether or not Romo is going to play. And right now, he was out and he's got problems with his back. So
hold on. The guy that owns all those restaurants plays football too? Tony Romo?
He plays football too.
He's a busy guy.
Yeah.
And I'm so upset they shut down a couple of his restaurants right close to my house. The beef ribs are slamming.
Really?
Yes.
Tony Romo?
Yes. I had an injury when I was pregnant due to a rib because I I did.
Forget all this.
Yes.
Hold on. You had an injury when you were pregnant.
Okay, so
Eating ribs.
honey, I'm gonna tell the story.
Please,
Okay,
yeah, tell
so when
me.
we first got our apartment, obviously we were broke, so
Right.
our
I'm
like
so into
dining
this
set totally consisted of lawn furniture, and I was like 9 months pregnant, and I was craving ribs, okay, from Tony Romo, specifically the beef ones. And when I was sitting in the chair, it started to collapse, and I had to make the decision as to whether to save myself and the baby or drop that rib, and I was not gonna drop that rib. I went down to the ground with that rib. That's my husband watched in horror, and then
She basically fell through the chair.
I did.
And kept the rib in her hand. Now, see,
I
that's
did.
a redneck
I
move because
did.
I've seen
Yes.
rednecks
Yes.
get knocked out in a fight and not drop a drop of beer.
Yes.
I mean, literally get hit in the face,
true.
go down to the ground, and the whole time their beer somehow through the fall stayed level like this until the ground. They were still like this. He woke up, still had a cold beer in his hand.
that's impressive. That's
That's more your thing more impressive.
I was not going to
I'm surprised you didn't fall out, the baby shoot out. I mean, all kinds of
I would have went right, rode in the ambulance with the ribs still. I don't
no,
care. I
you
would
didn't.
have if I had to.
Wow, shout out to Tony Romo's and your ribs, man. I mean,
The beef ribs. Yes.
For real.
Wow.
Specifically. That was awesome.
So it's not the football player though, or is that the
No,
same guy?
no.
That's not the same guy.
Romo versus
idea.
Roma. I'm gonna say no because I think it's Romo, right? Versus Roma. So I
Whatever.
think it's two
I'm
different.
gonna say it's the same guy.
Oh, here we go.
So
This is
if
right
he's
up
on the
your
field
alley.
playing, or if you're at his restaurant, check him out.
He's like great.
Right.
We're gonna go right up your alley now. How did the Bucks?
Up
do
my
this?
alley?
Right,
What are
that's
you
right up
talking
your
about?
alley. You're like the Bucks man
Oh,
extraordinaire.
you scared me. I was like, this is
How do
like
you
kids
tell?
all
We
over
have
again.
digressed.
I got a question. How did the Bucks go every week?
Oh, this is where they put me in the middle, in the buffer zone.
I mean, let's just be real about it.
No, come on, stop. I watched the game. Me and
Okay.
Sims watched the game.
All
We
right.
were good all the way until halftime, and
Okay.
then about halfway through the third quarter, we were all right, and then
What happened?
it didn't turn out too well.
Same thing happened last time.
Okay, well,
Didn't
it's a
turn out
work in
too well.
progress.
Time before that,
it's a
turned
work-
out too well.
You know, we're still working.
I
We're
know.
progressing.
Not hard enough.
Did you see the?
He actually said y'all did really good. Coach
Yeah, that's
did.
not what he said before the show.
Before the camera started rolling, this is not how the
You're
conversation
like, I was.
played.
You even told me you was rooting for him. You liar.
I was rooting.
See?
Because they weren't playing the
Coach,
Steelers,
I was.
because we know
Y'all
what his
heard
heart
that?
is.
It's on film.
I was rooting for them because they were playing the Browns, which is in the division with the Steelers. So of course I wanted the Browns to lose.
So
Now
it's a
you
bookie
know it
move.
was,
It's a
yeah, it
strategy
totally
behind
was. So the
I don't
Bucks
just
traded away
go for them
linebacker
and
Jonathan Casillas to the Patriots, safety Mark Barron to the St. Louis Rams. How are they folding the season, thinking of what they can do next year?
I don't think they're folding the season right now. I just think they're making some moves, trying to get guys to understand. And, you know, if you don't perform, you won't be here. You know, you got to replace them with guys that's going to perform.
Brooks says the same thing.
Having a record of 1-8, 1-7. I mean, you won but one game
But how
all
many
year.
times will they ring around the rosy before you get a good team? I mean, you gotta train them. It's a learning curve. I gotta get to know you. You gotta get to know me.
You had that during preseason and camp. So now it's time to put up or shut up. They get paid
Okay.
big bucks and they're not putting up, so
Yes.
they got to shut
Yeah,
up.
the Bucks are paying big bucks.
Exactly.
Pun maybe wasn't intended.
You would think they would, but
Are you surprised they didn't trade away Vincent Jackson?
oh yeah, why would you get rid of Jackson as one of your stars then?
So we
That's
need
one of the
him.
bright spots of the team. Now if you get rid of him, you hurt your team even further. You got to have that receiver.
Yeah, think about it next time you ask questions like that. You know?
Listen,
You know what?
I am
I'm just
giving
saying.
these.
I'm just saying.
Okay,
You're
I am-
offending the coach.
People want to know.
Oh, it didn't
People
offend
want
me
to know.
because if he's gone, he's gone.
He's not.
Oh, well, see,
offended
then there
yet.
you go.
Yes,
There you
like I
go.
said, that would only help him out.
But
He's
the
so
truth of the
afraid the
matter
Bucks
is
are
they're
coming and
not
take
gonna
down the
get rid of
Steelers later.
No.
You know.
You know, that's one of their star players. So, you know, you got two receivers, you know, that's gonna allow one receiver not to be double teamed. Why would you get rid of him?
I know who you're talking about. That's the guy with the numbers on his back.
Got to keep it.
That's who he is. I was wondering.
I know who he is. He wears a helmet during the game.
I was thinking he was like one of the pirates that was, you know, down in the costume. So I just thought
That
that.
is a totally different team. We are Buccaneers.
Well, which is a form of a pirate, is it not?
I'm not getting into that.
Okay, we won't get specific. I can see I struck a nerve. I'm so sorry. I thought
You
he was one of
did.
the Buccaneers in a Buccaneers outfit, swashbuckling down on the field somewhere other than with the other players with numbers on their backs.
That just sounds dirty when you say it like that. They were swashbuckling down on the field.
Oh, it sounds dirty when you say it.
Oh, no, you
OMG.
said it. It sounded like some bad thing in the locker room. Don't we let them
Should their
swashbuckle
focus, you're
together?
not allowed to say the word defense. This cannot be the answer to this question, okay? What should their focus be for the remainder of the season?
Well, the remainder of the season.
What, for the Dolphins? They're different.
No, we're talking about the Bucs.
I
The
mean,
Buccaneers.
the first thing they've
I lost-
got
I
to
didn't know
do
this
is come together as a team and play better overall. Not just on the defensive side of the ball, but on the offensive side of the ball as well. They've got to come together as a team, put more effort into it. Right now, these guys are not playing ball very well. You know, they're professionals, so they get paid to play ball.
You think maybe one of those work camps where you have like where you have your friends behind you and you fall and they got to catch you?
Like a team building.
Yeah, team building.
But they're
Maybe
on a
it's more
team.
team.
Aren't they? Isn't everything they do a team building experience?
I don't know.
They're on a team.
I just want to see them fall.
I would never be able to do that. You
You wouldn't let us cut you?
No.
Like if the Bulldogs Sports Show went out to one of those team building exercises, you
Coach
wouldn't let us
Derrick, yes. I'm just saying. Coach Derrick, yes. No, you might get distracted. You'll start doing something.
It's like he's gonna see something bright and
Go to
shiny.
the trunk for a Dr. Pepper right when I'm falling backwards, and that would be the
Well, now
enemy.
hold on. I only drink Dr. Pepper in here.
Okay.
And the truck, there's Coca-Cola.
Okay, well, either way, that's even more tempting. You'll go get a Coke right when I'm like falling backwards, and next thing I'm in the floor.
You just gotta make
Like
sure.
a mosh pit that
we gotta do it.
spreads
We gotta
or
do it
crowd
as soon as I
surf.
open my drink. It's like if it's in the last quarter of my Coke, I may just leave it somewhere
If
and
y'all
walk
could put
off.
like a mattress back there, I would just feel better. Like a net. If I was a track, I would never do like
Then
trapeze
you're not
work without a
trusting
net.
us. You're
No, she's not trusting you.
Yes, I think I was very vocal about that. I trust the two ex-military.
it's fine.
I'm sorry.
I'm good.
I'm just saying.
Just saying.
I'm just saying. How did the Dolphins do this week, Coach?
Now, you want a bright spot? Here it is. The Dolphins whooped the brakes, beat the brakes off San Diego.
Yeah, and I didn't even know they were wearing
37-6.
bricks.
37-6. They
They
just
clearly
jumped
had
all
breaks.
over
If
it.
they were
Their
37-0,
defense
they
has
go
really
nowhere.
been coming
They had
on.
breaks.
Their defense has really picked up. They have a pretty decent defense, and now their offense is beginning to come together. They're beginning to come together as a team.
So if they're coming together as a team now, based on their schedule that's coming up, do we think they're going to be in the playoffs at the end of the
I
season?
think they got a good shot to make the playoffs. They're definitely going to
That
be a
makes so many people
surprise
so
team that you see if they get into the playoffs. Because, like I say, these guys' defense is just awesome.
Sweet. And how do you think they're going to do next week against the Lions?
Well,
Here we go.
Detroit.
Now, please tell me. Now, tell me that, 'cause I got family that live in Michigan, and like my brother goes to I think every Lions game. And if Chris is watching, I love you.
Dedication is getting really
Fighting
cold
Detroit.
there.
Well, yeah. You have no idea. My family is polar bears in Michigan.
Oh my goodness.
They are all like I didn't know what white people were until I met my family from Michigan. Because if you notice, I got a natural tan here.
You do. It's that Florida's hand.
This is what my family looks like in Michigan.
I've been here for
See this
2
red?
years.
This is literally what they look like in Michigan.
Because it's cold up there. Like a lot.
They don't get sun in
They
Michigan.
don't, yeah.
When they come down here, they turn to lobsters.
Do they take you like ice fishing?
Why would I go ice fishing?
I'm just saying. You can take them deep sea fishing here. They can take you
My
ice
family
fishing.
lives in Michigan. I got a brother and sister who live in Michigan. I've only seen and touched snow maybe 2 or 3 times in the 35 years I've been on this planet.
Right, so no
I'm
ice
not a big
fishing.
snow person.
All right.
Especially on ice. Like I'm gonna walk out on some ice.
You're not barefoot. Okay, don't wear flip flops. I know you're from Florida, but you do have to put
Sweetheart,
boots on that are
sweetheart.
proper.
You want? All right, here. I'll give you an idea. What was that? The Christmas story. You remember the kid with the Red
Oh,
Riding
Ralphie,
Hood again?
he's awesome.
You remember his brother? You remember when his brother fell down in the snow and couldn't get up? That's what I look like when I'm around snow. I
you also try to
layer
lick a
up.
light pole
No.
when the sun gets
I'm
stuck
talking
to
about
it?
4 socks,
Yeah.
Under Armour,
gotta have
Ray
the bodysuit.
Rices,
Little kids in bodysuits are
thermal
so cute.
jackets, gloves,
Like the
hoodie.
Michelin Man. Yes.
Yeah, dude,
Yes.
I am. And then my face is all cracking up because I can't deal with it. Like snow.
You're such a diva.
Oh, I can't take it. I looked like I was dying. Everywhere I went, they're like, "Are you cold?" I'm like, "I'm fine."
I'm freezing.
And it was like barely any snow on the ground. I just can't take it. I'm a baby. I was born in Daytona, y'all. I mean, come on, Daytona. We don't have snow. Y'all make snow angels. We make sand angels.
Sand angels.
Yeah, y'all go snow skiing. We go water
Sand is
skiing.
disgusting.
I don't do the snow.
Don't come to my beach. Stay with
I
me.
won't go to your beach.
It's not really
That was
mine. We
real
can go.
offensive. Maybe I don't want to go to your beach. Beach. Okay.
This is a family show.
Perfectly legitimate word. We're talking about beaches.
Oh, you're
On
right.
that note, Coach, is there anything else in the NFL we should know about this week?
Oh, nothing else going on except the Steelers doing the same old thing. Ben Roethlisberger is now through another 6 touchdowns against Baltimore when we beat the brakes off them. So, I mean, everything.
Why are all these people wearing brakes for?
I don't know. They
That's
need,
just a saying. You never heard that saying, I'll beat the brakes off of you?
No,
they need them brakes. They got oiled up pretty bad.
I knew this lady, she'd beat anything off of you. You just got to pay her the right amount of money.
Okay, and on that note, we're going to go ahead and take our first break. We'll be right back with college football.
Right.
You are tuned in to the Bulldogs Sports Show, brought to you by Salamander Sports Grill. Join us every Monday night from 6:30 through 8 p.m. for our live recording.
Hey guys, I'm Jay Ford. You know we're here with the Bulldogs Sports Show. We're at Lake Nona today to talk to Coach.
Coach Parody's up.
See, I had to make sure he did that because I didn't want to mess up his name. You know how I am with names. I'm really bad, Coach. All right, so we're at Lake Nona High School today. I've been hearing nothing but good reports about your team, yourself, and what's going on this year. So, first of all, why don't you tell me how long you've been coaching and where'd you start?
I've been coaching for, I think it's my 16th season. Started coaching at Colonial High School. Been to 5 other high schools, and I've been at Lake Nona since it's open. This is my 4th season as the head football coach here at Lake Nona.
And this is a really new high school. You said, what, about 6 years it's been open?
Yes, this is the 4th season? This is my 4th season as the head coach. I was here for 2 seasons as an assistant coach. So yeah, 6 years. We're on our 6th season here.
Wow, so it's a brand new high school, and it's really, really cool what's going on, because in Central Florida, we like to do stories about what's going on with the people, what's going on with the schools and stuff. And this is our first high school story of the year. Now, tell me about your team. What's going on?
Well,
the people that don't know.
I think right now we're getting a lot of recognition because we're putting up some big numbers offensively. We're a senior-heavy team this season, but we've had a 4-year starting quarterback who's being recognized nationally with some of the accomplishments. He's the all-time leading passer in the state of Florida. He's broken every Florida record, and just recently he's thrown for 600 yards in back-to-back games, which is something that's never been done nationally. So
That's unbelievable.
so
I mean, that really is.
So for this season, we've got a lot of attention in regards offensively because we've scored some points this year.
Right. And I talked to the quarterback a little bit earlier. Really nice guy, really humble. I mean, a lot of this, where does it come into play from you being the coach and you being off the field with some of these kids? Because that's what I feel like. There's a lot of off the field stuff too. It's not just on the field.
I think the kids have bought into our attitude and commitment.
That's what we were talking about up here, right?
It's, we talked about that's our cornerstones to our line success. But just loving kids and having a relationship off the field, and kids start buying into it when they start realizing that you care about them and all. But the attitude and commitment, when the kids buy into that, it applies to everything they do in life. So, our relationships and just us as a camaraderie as a team has been real positive because of the time we spent together, coaches and players.
So I know you guys got a game tomorrow.
Yes.
What are you looking forward towards this season? I mean,
It's a big game. I mean, we have 1 loss in the district, and we're playing Harmony for the 2nd spot, this number 2 seed. Winner tomorrow night makes it to the playoffs, so it's a real big game. It's it's right down the road, Harmony High School, so it's a little rivalry there. Plus it's Halloween, and it's senior night, so there's a lot on the line. It's the last time these seniors will be, at home with their home uniforms on. So we're expecting to go out there. We're going to try to score as many points as possible. It's what we do every night, but we want to walk away with a W.
right.
And extend the season and go to the playoffs. So.
Right. So let me ask you real quick. We know we've talked about the quarterback a little bit, but you also have some D1 players.
Yes, we got multiple kids. Josh Rice is a Division I offensive and defensive lineman for us. Mediella Trott, he's committed to Boston College. We have DeAndre Ferrier, he's one of the top wide receivers. He just recently decommitted from Florida, and he's opened up his recruiting back up. So we'll probably sign about 5 or 6 kids this season. And
That's really cool. 5 or 6 kids signed up. I mean, out of this school, under your coaching staff. I mean, you guys are doing it, man.
Well,
this is really cool. I get goosebumps just talking to you, man.
It's a testament to the kids and their hard work and the coaching staff. So. I'm just blessed to be part of this.
Well, on that note, Coach, I want to thank you very much. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back with some of the players. All right, guys. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Bulldogs Sports Show. We're going to get into our college football segment with Mr. All Sports here, Derrick Riviere. That's his title.
So hold on. I found something out, man.
What's up?
During Halloween, we went over to celebrations.
That's where I should have went. They were giving out money, I heard. I should have went there.
Celebrations was off the chain. Shout out to
So now the
celebrations.
candies are giving out money. That's where we're going next year, kids.
I'm telling you. And there was people everywhere. Everywhere you went, people
It was
everywhere.
awesome.
So, Stedman University.
Here we go.
Stedman.
I was caught up in a round of text
thinking about
messages
Oprah,
about
don't
this
you?
on Saturday.
I always think about Oprah. I mean, I love my lady to death, but if Oprah gave me just a shout out, you know what I'm saying?
She's
Like, I'd be there.
fabulous.
I'd be there. Well, yeah, she's
It's
rich.
fabulous.
Oh yeah, that money would make anyone look pretty.
I get excited watching her give stuff away. I don't get anything because I'm at home watching this on.
Oh, I don't care.
It's exciting.
I'll give her a gift.
You know.
I'll give me a car.
I know. Give away something. Everybody gets a
she
house.
won't.
Everybody's getting a car.
I'm getting in the whittle.
You can write a book and get on Oprah's book list. Any book she
I'll
tells
break
you
it
to
down.
go.
I'm gonna tell you now, mine and hers.
You're gonna be
Okay,
escorted
so
out
what's
by
going on?
security.
What happened to
So
Steph?
I found some of their buildings. I was scared because I was like, oh,
Is it
no.
the same university though? Because by those texts,
I
I
think they
feel
have
like
a
they were
building,
different
too.
universities.
It is.
Yeah,
It is the same. They just have
yeah.
different campuses,
Right.
pretty much.
Yeah, but I was just like, oh, it's over here now.
That
I was
is-
scared. I was
It's really
scared.
nice over there. Like I feel like I would want to go to school there. It's
I
a
feel
nice
like more
area.
Cologne should open up schools. I want to see the game. More Cologne should have schools. I think Stedman should go against Brute, and then like they should have the playoffs against Old Spice. And I'm telling you, I think it would be awesome.
Who do you think is gonna win that?
Stedman, he got Oprah money.
That is true. Okay, so we're actually talking about some sports in the sports show here right now.
Sorry.
How did UCF do this week?
I like to look important, so I'm using your notes now.
Okay, that's totally awesome.
boy.
It's a blank page.
UCF this week lost to UConn 37-29. Just blame it on the cold
truck?
weather.
The cold weather was it here?
Well, they gotta come up with some original
No,
names.
it's a
They named their school after a truck, seriously?
University of Connecticut.
You just call it UConn though?
That's what they call it, UConn.
Okay, whatever. You a Chevy truck.
That's not why you can't win.
Whatever.
Okay,
Just
gotcha.
saying. I'm just saying. I didn't go to Ford University, you know what I'm saying?
I think they're gonna be able to bounce back and kind of get back on that little winning streak.
Yeah, they will. They will. The next game is against Tulsa, so I believe they will win that game. And I think that game is
Is that here?
yeah, it'll be here. It's a home game.
Right.
The next two games are home games, Tulsa and SMU. Looking at those schedules, those two teams have losing records. So I think they'll bounce back and win those two games.
How about Florida State?
Florida State this week. Let's see, they won. They actually. Won.
Actually,
Yeah,
I know.
no,
You
you
get
got
a
it.
solid
No,
compliment, never.
Listen.
Actually won. I thought they were gonna lose. I don't even know why they showed up.
At halftime, I thought they were going to lose. The halftime score was 21-7 in favor of Louisville.
Oh wow.
Right.
They
They
came
did a
back
good
like
comeback.
that.
Came back.
Right.
Right.
That's
So
awesome.
there was a really intense talk that went down in that locker room.
Yeah,
That's what happened there. That's
even though
scary talk.
Jameis Winston threw for 3 touchdowns, he also threw for 3 interceptions.
Is he still in the Heisman discussion because of that?
He'll be discussed, but he will not be winning.
You should see Coach's eyes. They're huge right now. Like,
People will talk about him, but I don't think he will win it this year. He's had a lot of distractions, so it's not going to happen. I don't see it.
and how will FI State do against UVA?
Florida State.
That's what I'm reading directly off the paper. If you want me to not have typos, I suggest you don't write them in.
Florida State. Nah, they play UVA next, and they should win that game.
And that's the Who's UVA? No, wrong team. Okay, go forward.
basically she ain't know it.
Mascots are, that's what
Oh,
I'm
so
saying.
mascots.
UVA, who is that?
UVA, University of Virginia.
Yeah, and they're the Who's. That's not, yes, I've been, this is what I'm telling you, they're the Who's. Like,
They're the
Dr.
Cavaliers,
Seuss's
right?
house- Yes, they're the Cavaliers, but Dr. Seuss's house is over there. Okay, so.
I didn't know that.
No, stop.
Right.
So when you go there, they have the people have, you know how you have the big foam fingers and stuff?
Yeah.
They have like the long, I don't want to get right.
They
It's
named
like
their team
inflatable.
after Dr. Seuss.
Yes, because his house is there. Google this. It's there. I already. I
mean,
don't
I'm
have to
not gonna
Google it. I've
Google
been
right
there.
this
I grew up in
second.
Virginia. I'm telling you, it's there. But they're the Who's.
We'll take your word for it.
I taught you guys something. Holy, write it down. This happened
Well,
tonight.
yeah, but I'm still saying that's stupid.
It's not stupid. That is stupid. He's done more for literacy than like anybody next to like J.K. Rowling in the Bible. Are you serious?
Could you imagine if kids were walking around
People know
talking
how
like
to
that all
read
day
because of
long?
him.
No,
Yes,
they know how to
do.
read dumb poetry because of him.
Not dumb.
Oh, it is,
OMG.
it's very dumb.
Oh,
very dumb.
see-
If the kids were walking around talking like that
I'm
all
gonna
day,
get you green eggs and ham to read to the dogs.
I won't
I want you to see. Yes, I am. Green eggs and ham.
no,
Yes, it's
I'm good.
awesome.
I've seen the
That's how you have to
cartoon.
eat it.
I've
The
seen
cartoon?
I've seen the cartoon.
14 Years of
Okay.
Who?
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Do I look like a guy that watches or reads Dr.
I
Seuss?
feel like I want to read you a story right now. Because that should be like a
Okay,
warm,
we can do
fuzzy
that. We
feeling.
can read it after
You realize I'm a
the show.
35-year-old
Show,
man.
okay.
Like a child, yes. I may act
I
like
feel
a
like
child.
everybody
I
gets
get
warm and
that.
fuzzy about it. You are the first person I feel awkward. I've never met somebody who doesn't like Dr. Seuss.
I just think it.
Kids like them, not
Yeah.
adults.
Adults
Thank
should
you.
love him too, because they were once children.
Hey, Coach.
You
Hey,
lost
Coach.
that side.
When was the last time you read Dr. Seuss to yourself?
Not to yourself. I never said read it to yourself. Hold on. I never said read it to yourself. We have digressed severely from what is
It's
going
like,
on.
in between War and Peace, you know,
Yeah. How did the Gators do against Georgia this week?
Well, Florida won this weekend, and they basically ran the ball down the throat of Georgia. 418
Isn't that the way the
yards.
game's played?
Well, no, but no, I'm saying we
It'd
always
been weird, like if you said like he took the ball and dribbled it down the field. I mean,
No. But you know, when it comes to football, you would expect for Georgia's defense to show up. They were ranked number 11 in the nation.
So offense was playing both sides that day. Okay, I'm sorry. He's like, I'm getting tired of you, Joe.
He's not. He doesn't get compliments.
Georgia's
like that.
defense just didn't show up. You know, to allow 418 yards rushing.
Maybe they couldn't find Parker.
Maybe. But you know, Teron Harris only threw for 27 yards. And he was a starting quarterback, right?
We have to start keeping Coach up here so we can see his face.
27 yards.
27 yards.
Yeah.
Three out of 6 for 27 yards, right? And rushing, Kelvin Taylor had 25 rushes for 197. Matt Jones, 25 rushes for 192.
Well, see what I think is. Now, see what I think is
Yeah,
funny.
that's what I'm saying.
The coach is sitting over there, and I love you, Coach. You know you like a brother to me. But seriously, it's so dark over there. I can only see his eyes and his mouth. So when he makes an expression and his eyes open up like this, I can see that in the corner because it's almost like lights coming up. It's like
Crazy.
I love you to death, you know. But I'm serious. It's so dark over there.
It is.
Please
it
back
is
me up
dark.
the two
It
other
is-
black
it
people.
is.
Okay, all right, thank you. I felt like it got kind of hot in here for a minute.
That's
Derrick was like,
awesome.
no, you on your own way.
That's something I never interested in my notes. I don't know.
me
So
up.
even though he started off on a bad foot this year, do you think the Gators can still make it into a bowl game?
I feel that they will. Right now, they're actually 4-3, and if they went, well, no, you know, they play Vanderbilt next. Then they play South Carolina and Eastern Kentucky. Those, if they win, because I don't believe they will go. Their last game is against Florida State. I don't see them beating Florida State. But you know, or South Carolina, you say, if Tennessee can beat South Carolina, Florida might beat South Carolina. So you know, I think they beat Vanderbilt, and if they beat Eastern Kentucky, they might be asked to get to a bowl game. I don't know. Six wins is all you need.
So it's not completely out.
It's like 50-50.
All right. Well, how did Miami do against
We all stop
North
treating
Carolina?
our teams like Ray Rice treats his girl. I mean, god dang.
But they are though.
I'm just
I
saying,
have
you
to
beat
say
up the
they
story,
are.
and then
I know.
about a month later, you try to marry the story. I'm just saying, just stop doing that.
He did give the Dolphins credit. It pained him to do so, but he did. He did.
He could have denied that. What was the score? 37?
37 to
Yeah,
0.
there's no denying.
There's no denying.
No, that was
I mean, you'd have been like, well, you know, they won 37-0,
Dusted them off is
but
what
defense
happened.
still didn't show up. I swear to God, it was like offense all the way.
Oh man.
never give full
But
compliments. right?
Miami won 47 to 20.
That's pretty
And
good.
Brad Collier was 11 out of 17 for 189 with 3 touchdowns. And what has helped him in the last few weeks is he hasn't been throwing away.
Black magic, voodoo. I thought you were like it was a guessing game. You were like, what helped him this season? And then I was just trying to get. No, you weren't doing that. I'm sorry.
I would like the L's capitalized in my notes. I'm just letting you
Say
know
what?
now. I get what that is.
Oh, Lord.
Miami plays Florida State in a couple, but so we don't think that Miami doesn't have a shot.
We'll see. I think if Miami's defense shows up and plays well, they might. Brad Collier, on the other hand, I don't think has seen a defense like Florida State's. So if Florida State can put pressure on Brad Collier, then it might make him feel flustered throughout the whole game.
Giving you strategy.
Oh, come on.
So were there
have, like,
any
little
other
rosy
teams
cheeks.
in action this weekend?
You know what? They were. Well, guess what? I forgot them.
Okay. It just shows you we're too busy focusing on Florida, which is where you're supposed to be focusing anyways. This is a Florida show. Well, all of
I'm
Florida.
not even gonna lie, I forgot them.
All right.
But yeah, we'll be back. Got some basketball to talk about. You know,
We do have some basketball to talk about, and we have some events that happened over the weekend to talk
yeah.
about, and we
Yeah, a
have
lot of
some
stuff.
MMA action coming up to talk about. So we'll be right back with all of that.
You are tuned in to the Bulldogs Sports Show, brought to you by Salamander Sports Grill. Join us every Monday night from 6:30 through 8 p.m. for our live recording.
Hey guys, we're back. I'm Jay Ford, and I'm with.
Josh Rice, offensive lineman here at Lake Nona High School.
Thank you very much. So, let me ask you, how long you been playing?
Just turned 18 in July, and I've been playing for 11 years, so ever since I was 7 and a half.
Wow. Okay. Now, I heard a story earlier that you might have been 160 pounds when you were 8 years old playing football.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Something like that.
Can't always get the details right.
I'm just messing with them. But so you've always been a pretty big guy, and with your position, I mean, you pretty much put people down a lot, huh?
I try to, yeah.
Yeah. So what's going on this season? This season with your record and everything, right? Where are you at?
I think we're standing in pretty good standings here. I think that we have the opportunity to do absolutely some amazing things. And you know, we were talking to our head coach about it before, and really realizing that, you know, if we go into the playoffs, we'll end our season with a loss unless we take it to the house.
Welcome back to the Bulldog Sports Show here at Salamander's Grill. Before we jump into basketball, Jay has some things he'd like to talk to you about. Take it away, Jay.
gosh, man.
I was just saying, please check out Lake Nona if you guys are in the area. If you guys are watching from Lake Nona, the game they did win that game after we were there Thursday and they won their Friday night game, the Halloween game.
Right, they won that game.
Yeah. So I mean, you guys check them out. It's an amazing team. They got a great coach over there. And if you guys have seen by the interviews by now, the players are really humble, really nice, and I just can't
Don't
believe
say humble. Jay, they in high school.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if I was making the plays that quarterback was playing, I'm telling you, I'd be dressed up in gold. I'd have groupies. It would have been like, I'm not even remember First and
There's that
10 on
show we were
HBO
just
back in the
talking
80s?
about.
Remember First and 10? I would have been like that. I've been kicking in doors, been like, what's up?
Running through, busting out
No, he's the
banners,
number-
everything.
He's the #2 quarterback in the nation in high school.
Fantastic.
Yeah. He's still setting records. Every day he plays, every yard he throws. Tyler, what is it, Tyler?
You talk to him.
Tyler Israel?
Okay.
Well, now you're gonna. You're the producer. I don't have no paperwork here. So
We don't have the stats on that, but
yeah, we don't have. We
it's
don't have
get to the
fantastic.
basketball.
And let's
All right.
go ahead and roll into basketball. So, Mr. All Sports, the basketball season has just begun. And how is the Orlando Magic doing so far?
Right now, Orlando Magic are 0-3, and it's not, I'm not surprised, and neither should anybody else be.
Oh.
They're a young team. It's going to take them
The
a while.
Amway is a very nice arena. I'm always trying to find the glass house. I'm just saying.
Right. Last year they only won.
Gross things.
Last year they only won 23 games. So
Out of how many is the
82.
Oh, it's okay though.
So, good luck.
The Magic had an awesome team a few, years back. We gotta
A decade
get
ago,
back
right?
We
there.
ain't talking
It hasn't
about
been a
that.
whole decade. It has not. They went like far. No, you stop it. Okay, I follow
When the Magic,
basketball a little bit more.
Well, Dwight Howard.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking
Yes.
about Shaq.
Oh, you went that
well, you
far.
went- you went way back.
After
Just
Shaq, we
throwback
still had
Thursday,
Hardaway.
it's fine.
Hardaway was,
Agreed.
if you're gonna go back to Shaq days, there's Hardaway, there was
Yeah.
Scott, there was
Nick Anderson.
Nick
Nick
Anderson.
Anderson. Yeah, we
I
had a
wasn't
bunch
going
of-
back that far. I was going back like 5 years, 4 years.
That's what.
so,
That's
something like
how
that.
sad it is to be a Magic fan. That you have to reminisce over 10 years ago. It's almost like being a Bucks fan. So it's just, whatever.
Okay, so we already discussed that I have trouble with this pronunciation here. But when will
man.
Victor
Oladipo?
return?
It sounds like that's like how you say a Home Depot in another language or something.
I was Oladipo. I mean,
A lot of Beetle.
I'm sorry if you're watching.
I'm another Beetle. I don't know what
should
to say.
be. So is he? When's he gonna return?
I think he's out for probably at least a month. I think he got his face fractured in practice.
Does he have to wear
And
that like
Oh,
Michael
yeah.
Myers
Yeah,
mask
when he
now?
I think when he comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he
It's a
also,
scary mask.
I think he also sprained his ankle. No, he had an MCL sprain.
It was the same thing Turkaloo was wearing for a while.
Yes,
there.
that's the other name I was trying to think of.
Turkaloo?
Yes, that was
Good guy.
good. Yeah, he's good. What's a realistic goal for the Magic this year? And be kind. I'm going to tell you that before you even say open your mouth and give numbers, Derrick.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now.
21 games.
I think from being on the show long enough, what he's gonna say is, if their defense steps up.
I don't know. We haven't done basketball yet. So they might find a new favorite term. Let's see.
No, there's only defense and offense. If they come up with offense, that doesn't.
That makes it way more interesting.
I mean,
I'm
I
not gonna
didn't-
lie. I
Well,
simply want to know what.
like I said, last year they won 23 games. The year before they won 20, right?
So we're doing good.
We have
That
a lot
right
of
there's
new
an ex-
players this year. It's pretty much the same team from last year.
No,
it's not.
it's a different
Yeah.
team. Yeah.
Completely, or we have-
Some of the key players have left, like Aaron Afalo is gone. So
How about coaches? Same coaches?
Same coach,
Coaches?
same coach.
So-
Same coach.
Coach, if you're gonna sit there and be a peanut
We're
gallery, I'm
gonna
just gonna
start putting
drag.
another chair up here just for Coach. It's gotta happen.
Coach is like, man, I got stuff to
Because
say.
it's priceless. and Y'all miss all of this, and it's awesome. You can't see the expressions
Well, you
or
know.
the snide remarks he's making from the corner right now.
I'll be generous, and I would say they should shoot for 30 wins.
Out of 80?
God.
82, yeah. That to me, that's a realistic goal
No,
of the
you
team
got
that they
this.
have.
You got this. We're taking this all the way.
I
This
said
is it.
shoot for 30.
We're taking this all the way.
Everything you
This is
shoot
happening.
for doesn't mean you obtain.
I'm gonna be miss all sports. No, we're going all the way right now, guys. We got this.
Do you have another work husband? Is what you're telling
No,
me?
I have enough men in my life to balance. That sounds really bad, but I
I'm
work
just
in a
saying,
very
like, you just said
male-dominated
you were gonna
world.
be Miss All Sports, and he's Mr. All
No,
Sports.
I didn't say Mrs. I said Miss. That is a
Oh, okay.
independent
I was
woman's
just saying
title.
because you
Miss.
were explaining to me how you have a
It's
husband
not
and then a work
MRS. It's
husband.
MS.
And I don't
See,
know. if-
Dr. Seuss would have helped you figure that out.
Does Chris know about the work
He
husband?
totally knows. But yes,
Okay.
he knows that.
Okay, I
It's
just-
not like
I
when I
put
call
on
him that.
blast
No, I'm
that-
not gonna lie. He hates it. It's not like stop calling that. Like, but that
Well,
is,
I
that's my
thought it was
go-to
awkward,
guy.
too.
Well, it's not like that. It's strictly platonic. David, no, you already know. It's not like that.
Okay, so we know
Now you
the
have to
guy's
watch
name
the
now.
show
David,
because I
huh.
threw it out there. Yes, because I'm trying to get a following here. I'm giving shout outs.
I'm just saying, I
As
don't think
said,
me and Derrick have approved.
Ms. Not Mrs. Lisa. It was not like that. Okay.
We have not approved
Moving
of this
forward.
work husband. So
I'm gonna let you should meet him. You would like him. And
Okay.
he is really handy. So if you need something, I'm volunteering your services.
Oh,
If you need
yeah.
TV mounted, you need some stuff rewired, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Cut grass?
He probably would. He's a maintenance guy. He's awesome at what he does. I have a great maintenance team where I work at. I do apartment stuff during the day and I have a wonderful staff. But right now,
He has
on
to cut the grass,
sports
get Daisy
show,
Dukes, and like
it's not
one
going
of
to
them
do
shirts
that.
pulled up.
No, not
You said he was
no.
a 5 and 2, right?
No, that's my other guy. I also have a volunteer firefighter. Not my guy.
Wow.
Personally, he's part of my team. You know what? I feel like I'm being extorted.
Oh my God. Who
right
are
now.
you? You got an entourage of
I
Vega
do
that just follow
actually.
you
I
around?
do actually.
Like you're the one I sleep with.
I dictate
You're the one I work
things.
with. You're the one I shop with. I have a
would
man
never
for
take
everything.
a man shopping, honey. It stops right there. You guys ruined that completely for
Oh,
us.
man.
Unless I'm buying you
Okay.
something you're suddenly
What else is
interested.
going on?
So that's what I want to ask you. What else is going on? How's the Miami Heat doing? Be kind.
I'm going to be real kind to the Miami
Okay.
Heat.
He likes
Coach
Because-
was not kind.
Well, we ain't got
This is why I
LeBron
have
this
to-
year,
Because, you know,
I'm really sad about
right
that.
now.
You should have stayed. I'm just saying.
What? Are you
No.
kidding me?
No,
I
listen,
mean, it's not that big a
listen.
deal.
I
Nothing
like
against-
him
no,
as a
listen,
player, and I
listen.
actually enjoy that.
Okay, everybody loves him as a player, but as a team, Miami Heat right now are 3-0. And Chris Bosh is
I
one
like him.
guy who's playing like he's happy LeBron is gone. Because right now, Bosh is in the 3 games, he's averaged 25 points a game.
So what was the problem? Was it too many lions in the den? I mean, what happened there?
All day,
I'm just
all
saying.
night.
Coach's eyebrows are all the way back to his hairline right now. Like,
Yeah, well, they both got sponsors that they're fighting for. They got to make them points.
they make points in general because that's what they do. They're professional basketball players.
They need them
Give them
points.
some credit.
Look, they all play
They are
better
not
ball
being
than me. I can't even play a horse anymore.
No.
I tried playing a horse the other day. I think I like threw something to my back or something, man.
So then it's safe to say that you do not think the absence of LeBron is going to hurt the team.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you
I actually
said
think
that
it's
so
going.
fast.
I actually think it's going to help them because now they have to play team basketball. They don't have to sit back and wait for a superstar to take over a game. You know.
But that's kind of lazy on their part. Okay, they should have been playing basketball the whole time if we're going to make that kind of comment. You can't just sit back. There is no I in team, Derrick. They should have been playing like a team the whole time.
Well, you know, hey,
Should have told LeBron this.
right.
Well, maybe he didn't get that memo.
What people may not have heard
possibly.
when I heard the mic pick that up, his coach just blurted out that you should have told LeBron.
Yeah, true. Okay,
Well,
all right.
that's
He
the
didn't get
peanut gallery that we
memo.
were talking about.
Possibly. I'm a fan, LeBron. I'm sorry, I got your back, but I'm outnumbered up here. We're moving on. What should we expect from the Heat this
He
year?
did it to his home team. What made you think he was not
It's
going to do it to us?
business. At the end of the day, I can appreciate that. It does
You know
hurt
what
my
the funny
feelings
thing
a
is?
little
No.
bit,
You want to know what the funny thing is? Is all the people that burned his jersey, and
Cleveland?
his shoes, and all that stuff, and now he's back, and they're all like,
though. Did they
oh.
welcome him with open arms?
No.
Yeah,
I
they
didn't
did.
think
They
so.
did.
I heard
Well,
it
went back in Cleveland.
Yeah, when he went back to Cleveland, it was like a 50.
Well, you know, the
Because there was a lot
crowd,
of
the
people-
crowd they had at the stadium when he returned, yeah, they weren't in favor of him being back. But you know,
In
like,
general?
yeah, like even the first game, you know, they had a concert out there, like. When Michael Jordan came back, he didn't have a concert.
I'm so distracted right now. I'm gonna do a quick plug in. Salamander smells so good, y'all. There are some barbecue wings coming out of somewhere, and it smells fantastic. And on Mondays, which it is Mondays, all you can eat wings from 6 to 9 here. Now,
So what else you
what are we
have?
gonna expect from the Heat this year? I think I asked that. I don't know if I got an answer though.
Oh, like I said, I think they'll make the playoffs. I expect them to win anywhere between 40 to 45 games. Probably get the 4th or the 5th seed in the East once it comes to the playoffs. But you know, I think as long as they play team basketball, play unselfish, and you know, open guy takes a shot and play defense, they'll be good.
So here's a novice question: is there such thing as being like undefeated in basketball, like for all the 82 games, or like what is a really awesome?
The best records. The Michael Jordan's 97 team.
Well, yeah, coach, this your boy. We were just
When,
talking about him.
I think they went 72 and 10.
Oh, well, that's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, that's the best
Okay,
record
that's
ever. That's the best
fantastic.
record ever.
Okay. All right. Anything else spectacular going on in the NBA world right now?
NBA world, nah, I mean, just sit back, enjoy the season, and root for your team. But I just want to make a quick note. UCF basketball kicks off tomorrow, and they play Flagler College. And for all y'all boxing fans out there, Ronny's not here, he's out sick. But he just wanted you guys to know, check out the Bernard Hopkins fight. He plays, he fights.
Yeah.
He fights Sergey Kovalev Saturday night. So it should be a good match.
I guess one shout out for Randy.
Yes.
Mr. Randy Newell, our good friend and buddy. He's got his match November 21st. UCF
Right.
Breakthrough MMA. So tickets are still on sale. You guys ain't got your tickets yet. Go out, get your tickets. We're all going to
Yeah,
be there.
totally
We're going to be shooting, filming, interviewing. We're going to tear it up.
Behind the scenes,
We're going to tear it up. Not too much though, because all those guys could probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say they can tear us up, so we're gonna keep it light. Keep it light and super friendly.
Well, you know what I do?
Certain colors we shouldn't be wearing,
I
should
picked
be
up
wearing
this
is our
tactic
mask.
over the years that when I get scared and I think someone's gonna beat me up, I instantly go retarded. So like,
Okay,
so like,
there you go.
all right,
That's
so
a
you
great. No, I'm not doing this. I'm not
Pretend like you're gonna beat me
doing
up.
this.
Just be like,
Okay.
pretend like you're gonna beat me up.
Okay.
Right? I instantly feel like
I do the same
I'm
thing
just
when
gonna faint. I can't do that because I just feel like
Look,
I
try
might
that-
not make it
try
into
that when you go
heaven,
to the
but I'll
airport.
just faint.
To the airport.
I'll play possum.
TSA, let you right through. They don't even check. They don't even gotta take your shoes off.
No, I never get through TSA without like being pulled aside. I don't know why I look like a terrorist apparently, but I always get pulled aside. I hate it. I don't fly. I don't fly. That is a real word. It's a real thing. My goodness.
Oh my God.
So we are gonna be right back with Hot Topics.
You are tuned in to the Bulldogs Sports Show, brought to you by Salamander Sports Grill. Join us every Monday night from 6:30 through 8 p.m. for our live recording.
What's up, folks? I'm back. It's Jay Ford, and I'm with.
Tucker Israel, quarterback at Lake Nona High School.
Man, he says that like a robot, man. He's like, so, we're hearing a lot about your school this year. I mean, we've heard a lot about you. We've heard a lot about your players, your coach. Tell me a little bit about you, man. How long you been playing?
Been playing since I'm 7. I didn't start off as a quarterback. Started off as offensive lineman, linebacker. I didn't start playing quarterback till I was in 8th grade. And I met Coach Stiso here at the middle school / high school. And he really developed me to the person and player that I am today.
Okay. And let me say, so you've grown and developed as a player for 6 years under the guidance of the coach here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I mean, it seems like you guys got a really strong bond, which is one of the most important things, communication and defense with the teams and stuff like that. How do you feel about the season right now?
Well, we're sitting 6-2. Me being a perfectionist, I wish we were undefeated. We gave a couple games away. The 2 losses, we had some turnovers, but I'm pretty happy with what we're at right now. We got a big game tomorrow night, senior night, and that all depends if we win the game. If we're going to go to playoffs, and that's the most important thing. To get that extra couple weeks in at the playoffs and continue to play and meet our goals.
All right. So I got to ask you, man. So some of the people know. Give me some of the stats, man. I mean, we're hearing about the stats and the numbers. For people that don't know, this is a really big deal, and I want you to tell them why it's a big deal. I mean, just tell them your stats.
Most importantly, it's all the hard work that I put in.
Yeah.
And I couldn't have gotten to where I'm at right now if it wasn't for my teammates and coaches. I've had some really great receivers here in the past couple of years, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have the touchdown records or the yardage or the completions or the single game yards in a game. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
It's really cool, man. It's really cool. So what are your future plans?
Right now I'm committed to Clemson University. I'm going to enroll there in January, so I'll be out of here like January, December. Be up there ready for spring football and schoolwork.
So with football and everything this season, you guys have grown, you guys have built up, you guys are trying to get that big win. Where does it transition when you go into college? Where does it go? Are you still going to be playing? Are you still going to?
Yeah, I'll be playing, but the most important thing is getting your education at the next level. And I felt like I could, get my education there and continue to play football at Clemson University.
Well, it sounds like you got your plans made out, man.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's an awesome program here at Lake Nona High School. If you guys ever got a chance in the Central Florida area, please check out the games. Keep your eyes on some of these players here. Thank you very much, man.
Appreciate it. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it, bro. You guys stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the Bulldogs Sports Show. We're going to get into our final segment here with Hot Topics with Coach. He's just like happy as he can be to be talking about this. Just want to he plugged this specific hot topic in just so he could
Why you put it on me? I didn't do it.
Yes, you did. Now you're in front of the camera. You've got things to say now.
Wasn't me, but I'll talk about it because that's my boy.
Yeah, I know it is. Why isn't Big Ben considered elite like Manning and Brady?
I'm going to put it all together in one word, make it quick, simple.
No, it's easy. Big Ben is a clock in England.
No. It's all about the haters.
Oh, is that the word?
Haters. They the haterade.
They on haterade.
That's what that is. I should have known that was the word.
They talk about all you.
I think I
all
drank
your big
Haterade
time
once. I went to buy a bottle of Gatorade, and I think it was right next to Gatorade, and I bought a bottle of Haterade, and the whole day I was mad.
You were. I can imagine that.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what the problem is.
Make sure you buy
hate on
Gatorade
Big
when you
Ben.
buy
Why are
Gatorade.
they hating on him?
But when you look at it, you can bring Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, any of them into the situation. Ben has done something none of them have done. I mean, and he went to the Super Bowl early in his career, young, and playing behind an offensive line that neither one of those elite quarterbacks could complete half the passes. They had that kind of line.
Has he had like a solid career the whole way through?
He's had a tough career. The reason Ben has been so good is because of his size. If he wasn't the size that
He
he
got bigger.
is,
I don't feel like
he
he's
would
that
have
big
been
when he
down a
started.
long time ago.
Yeah.
Because he takes a lot of hits. His
Is he
offensive
English?
line is not that great. So he play behind a Swiss cheese offensive line. So there's always a bunch of holes for somebody to get through.
And what's his position again?
He's
Are they
quarterback.
normally big like that? Or are they normally like the smaller guys on the team?
Well, Ben is.
I knew
I mean,
that's
you
what
have
the
some
position
out there,
was.
but Ben is as big as some of the guys that try to tackle him.
Yeah, I was just wondering. I'm like,
he's a
normally
big
you would think
quarterback.
you would want like a smaller.
But he's not
fast
put in the
person.
same conversation as the Bradys and the Mannings. Simply
Have they been
because
out
of-
longer than him?
Well, they have been.
Is there more than one Brady? Is there like a Brady bunch, or are you just saying one Brady? 'Cause is there more
Even
than
I'm
Brady?
feeling like I think it's Tom.
Well,
I don't know
most
him
of the
like
time when you
that.
talk quarterback, you know it's Tom Brady.
That's what I thought too.
Okay.
So that's the
Marshall,
only
though.
thing, the reason he hasn't
No,
put in
not
that
Marshall.
elite status. But I think with what he's doing,
From now on, I want everybody
presently
at
where
home to
he's
call
at
him Marshall
now,
Brady.
where he's on pace to be, what he's
Marshall,
already
Marshall,
done, and now with these records, you can't help but put him in that status.
Okay, I got to get to the big question. Why is he called Big Ben? Is this like something
he's
his
a
wife
big
calls him?
guy.
The man is like 6'5", 260.
That's a big
They got
boy.
bigger guys in the NFL.
Yeah, they do, but not at
I was
quarterback.
not his position. Even that's why I'm like, what position is that again? Because he's.
See, I feel like I know something this time because I know Big Ben is a clock in England on a building.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Bulldog Sports Show. Please come back next week to view a brand new episode.